What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Nightwish. Yes, indeed, Nightwish Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Alright, this is a request from Petra, Rufus Panjayton, Bill Addercliff, Frank Kowalski, Tina CBR750, The Ashlander, Music to See Concert Photography, Sono Soloio, okay, Everett Cox, David Barras, Thorgrim, and O0, what? O0 Lilamai 0O. Sure, there we go. And, last but not least, Home Gnome. And this is actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Home Gnome. I hope you enjoy the show along with everybody else. They all want to see me react to this song by Nightwish called Dead Boy's Poem. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have heard it before. I was a guest star. I was a special guest on a live stream with Just Jen Reacts, and we did a 4-hour live stream, guys. It was look, I had a blast. I had so much fun with her, and so much fun with her viewers. I'm actually possibly considering doing some live streaming of my own. We did the entire Vakken concert from 2013, the entire thing from start to finish. And I know this song was in there. I know it was. Now here's the thing. Everything was going by so fast, and I was trying to read the comments and watch the video and pay attention to music, and everything was happening so quickly, and we only paused like once for the entire song. So I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the song. I know I've heard it. I did it on the live stream with Just Jen, so I know I've heard it, but if you were to ask me right now to hum a measure from it, I couldn't. I honest to God, I do not remember this song at all. So, have I heard it? Yes. Do I remember it? Absolutely not, because everything was just going by so quick. But I'm looking forward to doing this again, because like I said, I don't remember it. And from what I understand from Home Gnome, this is actually not from Vakken. This is from, what's this from? Buenos Aires. So, it's a different concert to boot. So, is this, by definition, a fresh reaction? Not by letter of the law, no, but it is a different concert. Like I said, it's a different live performance, and like I stated earlier, I really don't remember the song, so this is kind of gonna be a new listen for me. So look, we'll see how it goes. This was posted by Dream White, and the video has 448,899 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else I have to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Nightwish, Dead Boy's Poem, live in Buenos Aires, 2018, the Decades Tour. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh, there's Marco with the double neck.
born from silence, silence full of it, a perfect concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for, if only my heart had all. Sing what you can't say, forget what you can't play, hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry, this dying music, my love letter to nobody. Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and sold. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night, wrote for the.
This is not resonating with me at all. I don't remember this song. I feel like I'm listening to it for the first time, even though I've heard it. You know, it's weird. It's really weird. I'm liking the approach on this. With the, I know Mark was playing that double neck. He's playing the guitar on it. It sounds acoustic. Now, is it electric? Yeah, it's electric. So he's using an acoustic emulator, possibly. I did notice he's got some routing done inside the body of his double neck. Is the entire upper and lower part, obviously the middle part of the double neck isn't, it's obviously solid, but is there a resonance chamber in the upper and lower parts of that instrument? I couldn't tell. If there is, that could be adding to it very easily. It could very be easily adding to some of the acoustic type sound. I see Impu's over here playing. Wait a minute. Now that is not a guitar. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 8. So 8. That would be a mandolin. I think it's a mandolin. 8 usually means mandolin. Sounds good. Sounds good. I think it was doing this more for me than anything else, though, right now is, I mean, don't get me wrong, Tomas is back there doing some amazing patches. Sounds really good. You know, filling out the sound. Great organ usage. But what's really doing this for me more than anything else right now is Flora's vocals. Her dynamics in particular. You know, when she's going down low, she gets a little softer. Going up, she gets a little louder. Down low again. Up and down. And up and down. Great dynamic control. She's doing that on purpose. It's not like she can't control it. You know, she goes up and she just sings louder. No, it's not that. It's not that. She's doing it intentionally. Which is really nice. It shows, again, it just shows great dynamic control, which is something that if you want to be a great vocalist, you have got to have. Gotta have it. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's see where this goes.
Everything I wish for the night, wrote for the eclipse, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden, created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed to
you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Remember only the verse, some makers cry, the one without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. The sweet piano writing down my life.
Oh, wait, whoa. We're going to have a guitar solo. I want to listen to the whole thing without pausing. So we're going to start at the beginning of it. Nice little breakdown. Really nice. Everybody fading out except for piano. Not organ, piano. A nice classical piano type of style of patch there. Really nice job. Really nice job. I saw a side view of somebody looking like they were playing a mandolin style instrument. I don't believe that's the mandolin though. I believe, what's that called? I forgot what the instrument. It's not a mandolin. It's the lower register version of a mandolin, but it's called something. I do not remember the name of the instrument. From the side view, I saw the apex. I thought that was Empu. I guess it's not. I guess that's Troy. Oops, my bad. Empu's clearly playing an electric guitar, so that works. You know, look, when you see guys from the side with long hair, you don't always know exactly who it is. You know, trust me, I know. No, but the piano breakdown, very nicely done. With the spoken word track in the background, I couldn't quite make out what it was saying, but it still felt good. It felt really good. It was a nice little diversion, nice little break, nice little pause. So we're going to come in now with a guitar solo. Interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing this. So let's get to the guitar solo, shall we?
The sweet piano writing down my life. Teach me passion.
Okay. Just the way he ended it right there. He played the last note. He just kind of looks up and is like, yeah. And he just walks away. I mean, look, what more do you have to say? No, I was watching this technique on the guitar solo. Again, another very simplistic solo by him. More about feel than about shred. And kind of like he did in Ghost Love Score. He let the, I believe that was his... It was either the B, I think it was the B string he was playing on. He let it resonate, he let it ring, and then with his other hand, his right hand, he used his index and middle fingers to dampen the other strings to make sure that the resonance from the sustained note on that one string doesn't cause the other strings to begin to vibrate. Because look, when you're letting a string resonate, you hit a string and it vibrates, right? That vibration will go down into the bridge of the guitar, and it will cause vibrations to happen within the bridge. Well, those resonations and those vibrations will then start to go through the rest of the strings. And if you're not careful, if those strings start to vibrate enough, they're going to start getting picked up by the pickups. So he uses his fingers to dampen the other strings to make sure that they don't resonate by accident. So I love seeing him do that. I don't know why. I like watching him do that. Probably because not too many other guitar players do. But I love when he solos and he does that. It just shows such attention and being proactive in his playing. Like, I know this could be a problem. Let me put the brakes on it now before it becomes a problem and I have to fix it. You know what I mean? That's just being proactive. Nothing wrong with that at all. I can absolutely appreciate that. Especially if you got the ability, you know it's going to happen, and you have the freedom to do it, then by all means, do it. So, great job. I've talked about his soloing in the past. I was wondering why he puts his foot up on the monitor and he rests the guitar on his leg. I figured out why. He slings his guitar down low, like past the waist low. Like I play. When I play bass, I like having it down low like that too. I think he actually has his down lower than mine. So he plays with his guitar slung really low, right? When you're soloing, and when you're doing a guitar solo, can you solo with your guitar down that low? You can, but you're going to find it's a lot harder to control things like resonance and sustain and tone, but not so much tone in a sense of a tonal standpoint, but trust me, when you bring it up closer to your body, you're going to find you have a lot more control over everything. You're going to find yourself having a lot easier time moving around the neck. You're going to find yourself having a lot easier time placing your hand with the pick where you want it. Do you want it over the pickups directly? Do you want it in between the pickups? Do you want it higher up on the neck? You're going to find that having the guitar up higher, you have more control over everything. So by putting his foot up on the monitor, resting his guitar on his leg, he's able to have all that control, but when he's done, he's able to let it sling down low again. So he's basically what he's doing is he's giving himself the opportunity to have the best of both worlds. So there it is. The funny thing is I should have figured that out sooner, but I just, after watching him play here and remembering how low his guitar was slung on like Dark Chest of Wonder, what was the other song that I saw that he was really down low? I think it was 7 Days to the Wolves. Or Yours is an Empty Hope. The guitar was just so low. And I was like, that's so cool. I dig that. But then watching him put his leg up and resting the guitar on his knee, it all just kind of clicked for me right now. And I'm like, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense now. Okay. So basically, I answered my own question as to why he does that. Well, there you go. Control. That's what it comes down to. Let's keep going here. Let's see it. Yeah.
Teach me passion, cry for it's gone. Show me love, hold the long. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell, this bitter farewell. I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Get those arms out. Whoa! Little change in feel here. Not just change in feel. We may have had a change in tempo too. Hang on a second. Change in tempo as well. Okay. she's had a key change too. That's what, E flat? D. Okay, now switch to D. Okay, great. Wow. I'm still kind of tripping over the whole time change. Not the time change. I'm sorry. The time didn't change. The tempo itself, the actual tempo changed, like instantly. There was no gradual change. There was no decelerando. It just went instantly to a slower tempo, which is interesting. I wonder how they did that. They must have done that through the in-ears. They must have had like an 8-click setup in the in-ears. Get ready, because here it comes. Boom. You know, smart. That's really intelligent if they do that. I'm still tripping over that. I don't know why. I don't know why that's such a big deal to me, but it is. Usually, I think it's because I'm used to hearing a decelerando. I'm used to hearing it slowly and gradually change. That's what bands normally do. You don't hear them. Usually, you don't hear bands just instantly change the tempo in the middle of a song like that. It's usually a lot more gradual, but it sounds good nonetheless. It was fun seeing Marco coming over and rocking out with Troy. That was fun. That was fun to see. We got about, what, a minute and, 21 now. Let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That last minute was outstanding. I think that was my favorite part of the whole song, was that last minute. All right, let me gather my thoughts on this, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nightwish with Dead Boy's Poem. This was a request from Petra, Rufus Panjayton, I hope I pronounced that right, Bill Addercliffe, Frank Kowalski, Tina CBR 750, The Ashlander, Music to See Concert Photography, Sono Soloio, Everett Cox, David Barras, Thorgrim, and 00 Lilamai 00, and Home Gnome. And this was actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Home Gnome. I hope you enjoyed the show, along with everybody else who requested this. Okay, before I give my score, a couple of things I do feel like I need to reiterate here. Okay, now, first and foremost, probably most importantly, I have heard the song before. Okay, I was exposed to this song when I did the live stream with Just Jen. I had a great time doing that, by the way. I really did. If you have not had a chance to watch that, please do go over to her channel and check that out. It was a blast. It really was. She and I had a lot of fun. no disrespect to Jen whatsoever, okay? Look, it's her show, it's her format, it's how she does things, and I had, like I said, I had a blast doing this with her. Things were moving fast. Things moved really quickly. I didn't get to pause as much as I would have liked to have paused, but look, and like I said, it's her show, so if she wants to pause once, that's her deal. So, but like I said, I had a blast. I'm looking forward to doing another one with her, hopefully sometime in the near future. And to be honest with you, I had so much fun with it. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing some live streaming of my own. I don't know. We'll see. But we didn't get to pause as much as I would have liked to, and because we were moving from song to song to song to song to song as quickly as we could. I really didn't get a chance to internalize the song. So here's the deal. Have I heard the song before? I have, by definition, but good God, I did not remember any of that. Anything from what I heard right there. I remember it a lot better now. Now that I heard it for the second time. Different performance too, by the way. So here's the thing. Is this a reaction? Is this technically a legit, real reaction? I think so. I think it is, because number one, it's a completely different concert. Number two, I don't remember the first concert at all because things were just moving so quickly. Third, there is no third. I thought there was a third thing. Nope, there's no third. So I am considering this an actual fresh reaction. So, you know, the song is going to count. Absolutely. The second thing I'm going to say is I'm going to do something a little different here. And I'm going to actually pre-frame all the Nightwish fans first. Listen, Nightwish fans, feeling you, okay? Feeling you, all right? Look, not every song is possibly their best song. I know everybody's going to say every Nightwish song deserves a 10.
I respectfully disagree.
If every single song deserved a 10, then every single song would sound the same. And that's not Nightwish. Not from the experience I have. Look, you're going to have songs. Let's be realistic here, okay? Let's be objective here. You're going to have songs that are better than others, okay? So by that mentality, should every song get a 10? No. Absolutely not. Should every song get a 9? No, absolutely not. You know, you're going to have your 7s. You're going to have your 8s. You're going to have your 9s, okay? It's going to happen. There is no getting around it. Now, do I think for 1 second that I'll ever hear a Nightwish song that goes down in the 2s? No. I very seriously doubt it. I'm not saying it won't happen. You know, it could happen, but I don't see it happening. I just don't. Their songwriting is just too good. You know, but I will eventually hear a Nightwish song that does go down into the 7s, which is really good. It's not great, but it's really good, you know? Look, it's going to happen eventually. What songs is going to be down there? I don't know. But what I need everybody to understand is just because a song does not get a 9 from Nightwish does not mean the song is bad. You need to look at the whole scope of things. Number one, remember, I do go all the way down to 0. If you don't believe me, take a look at my reaction to Daughters. You'll see me go down to 0s and 1s with them. And there's a few other bands I've given low scores to. So I don't just go to 7 and that's it, like a lot of other reactors would do. No, I actually do use the whole spectrum. So a 7 is actually a really good score. So I need everybody to remember this later on, okay? Please remember this. If you get a 7, guys, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. It's still a really good score, okay? It just isn't as high as the 8s and 9s, that's all. Just like an 8 is not as high as a 9. I get it, but remember, not every song can get a 9. It's not possible. When you have a library of, I don't know how many songs Nightwish has, I don't even know how many albums they have. Let's say they have 10 albums, and every album has 12 songs, right? That's 120 songs. I'm sorry, there is no way every song is going to get a 9. There's no way every song is going to get an 8 or a 9. You're going to have to run the gambit, you know what I mean? You're just going to have to stay consistent. and objective. That's the key word here, is objective. Now, having said all that, having pre-framed all the Nightwish fans now, hopefully you're all pre-framed and you understand my scoring system and how I operate, and hopefully you'll be a little more open-minded and you won't be coming after me with the pitchforks and the torches, okay?
We had better make them cheer.
Having said all that, I am going to give this song, I'm going to give it an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I do not remember if I gave this song a score during Jen's live stream or not. I know I did a couple because people were in the chat going, what score would you give it, DH? And I'm like, look, we're moving so fast. I didn't have time to think about logistics of giving it a score. I think I may have, I don't know if I even gave this song a score or not. I don't remember if I did. And if I did give it a score, I don't remember what the score was. I can only base it on this, what I saw, what I heard here. So I'm giving this an 8.6. Now, why the 8.6? A lot of reasons. Number one, the song feels to me, this song feels like earlier Nightwish. It doesn't feel like something they would have written later or more recently. This does feel somewhat early. If I'm being honest with you, it does kind of have that Tarja feel to it. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe this was a net. You know, it's possible this was a net, or maybe I'm completely off and this is something with Floor. But I don't think so, because they played this at Vakken, and this was before they had recorded anything with Floor. So I don't think it was with Floor. Could have been with a net, for all I know. I have no idea. But something tells me this was with Tarja. So I'm gonna stick with that. It had definitely an earlier feel to it, a little more emphasis on the Celtic feel / folk Nord feel to it. Not so much metal, but more on that folk feel, which was cool. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool thing. It's not necessarily what I look for, my own personal tastes, but it felt good. It felt really good. And there were definitely, you know, moments in there where it was absolutely rocking, so I can't complain about that. As far as the songwriting goes, this sounds, to be honest with you, this sounds like one of their more simpler songs. Now, I'm not saying the song is simple. I'm saying this sounds like one of their simpler songs, not quite as complex as some of the other stuff I've heard from Nightwish. It sounds a little easier to play from a technical standpoint, so there's that. But it still sounded really good. It sounds really well arranged, very well scored, very well written. The orchestral parts were very nicely done. I'm going to start in a weird place. I'm going to start all the way stage right with Tomas. Definitely more reserved on his part, from a showmanship standpoint and from a playing standpoint. I wasn't seeing him being as active with his playing as I've seen him in the past. A little more relaxed in his playing, which was nice to see. It was nice to see him do that. Give him a break, you know, sure. Give his hands a chance to kind of rest a little bit, not being so demanding with what he's playing. But when he did play, he played really well. Marco doing double duty with that double neck, which was really nice. I've seen him play the double neck before. I think this might be the first time I've seen him, like me personally, I've seen him do both necks. When they did the Islander, he was up on the guitar the whole time. I don't remember him switching to the bass neck at all. He was doing the guitar part from what I remember the entire time. And the other times I've seen him play the double neck, he's been doing all bass, never even played the guitar part once. So I think this might be the first time I've actually seen him switch between necks. I was shocked at how many, he has 2 jacks going in. I've never played a double neck before, so I don't know. Does a double neck require 2 jacks? Because if it does, that means you gotta require 2 wirelesses, unless you Y-split them and you have them go into a Y-split and have the Y-split go into the single wireless. Although I don't know why you would want to do that. If you're gonna do it, you might as well go into 2 wirelesses. unless you're trying to conserve on signals, which is possible too. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I was just admiring his strap with all the wireless boxes on it, all the pouches and all the cables. So I was like, wow, that looks like a nightmare. But it sounded good nonetheless. I do have a question about that double neck. I could see some routing done on it. I could see some, it looked like some carving in it. Now, I don't know if that bottom part and the top part of the base, where that grouting happens, I don't know if that's actually a hollow body configuration. I don't know if that's actually been hollowed out or if it's just been carved out. I don't know. If it has been hollowed out, that might explain why the guitar part sounded so acoustic sounding, because it could help add resonance and give it that acoustic feel. If it's just carving though, then he's got to be using an acoustic emulator or an acoustic patch, which would work too. I mean, like I said, patches these days, man, you can make anything sound like anything. You can make your you can make your guitar sound like a pipe organ nowadays if you wanted to, if you got the right patchings. So, but it sounded really good. The drumming on this, very reserved, very laid back, nothing too crazy from him. No, but Kai did a fine job nonetheless, keeping his playing tasteful and keeping it to where it fit the song really well. So playing in contrast, which is really nice. Troy back there playing, I don't believe that's a mandolin. I know it has 8 strings, but the body type from what I saw earlier was bigger. I think that people called it a bazooki or something like that. I don't remember if that's actually the right name for it, but I think that's what people were calling it in the comments. I vaguely remember people calling it something like that, but I could be wrong. But it looked like that's what he was playing, so that was cool. Really cool to see that. Always good to see him out there on stage. I know he's not out there for a lot. He's only comes out there for like 3 songs, but hey, 3 songs are better than none. Empu's guitar playing on this was really well done too. I liked it. The guitar solo was nice. I know it was short. It was sweet. But again, he just showed off some great technique, and it sounded really good to boot. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with him using his fingers to dampen the other strings. Like I said, it's probably because you don't see too many other guitar players do that. They'll use the edge of their hand while they're playing to mute or something like that. And he actually takes the finger and does it manually, so which is really cool. I loved how he ended. He just kind of looked at him. He's like, he had that look on his face like, yeah, that's right. And he just turns away and walks away. I was like, yeah, that's great. Floor on this. I think this is where really it did more for me than anything else. Her vocals on this, very well done all the way through. Great dynamic control, great dynamic demonstration throughout this entire song. But that last minute really kind of put it over the top for me. I mean, I really dug that last minute the most from her. Everything else she did through the rest of the song, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. But that last minute really kind of sold me on her for that, as far as this song goes. Some just great swells, some great glissandos. Every time she would move, hitting her pitches spot on. Great clarity, great projection, great power. So, have zero complaints about here. Now listen, it's a great song. Okay, it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. It is a fantastic song. Is it the best song I've heard from Nightwish? No, not even close. Would I even put this top 5? No, absolutely not. Top 10? Not for me personally. Look, I'm sure there are going to be people who are going to put this in their top 10 and even top 5, and that's okay. Look, music is art. Music is subjective to everybody's individual tastes. I know there are going to be people who would put this in their top 5. Good for them. Nothing wrong with that. If that's what they enjoy, more power to them. Me personally, I would not put this top 10. I wouldn't. I've heard other songs from them that blow this song out of the water. And then again, I've also heard songs from them where I think this song is actually better. So, you know, it all depends on personal tastes. You know, I'm giving this an 8.6 because I do believe it's a great song. It is a great song. Their best? No. Their worst? No. So that's why I came up with the 8.6. So 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you want to join the fan base, feel free to hit the button down there. If you guys like the video, feel free to like the video. If you guys want to click the bell, go ahead and click the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.